everyone, Anubha the Storyteller is back, and today's story has been requested by someone, one Bachu who I totally adore. So this story is for you, and today's story is from Reading Ventures, and let's begin the story. पर अगर आपको बहुत सारी ढेर सारी स्टोरी सुननी है तो आपको पता है ना आपको क्या करना है. ठीक है, तो आपको प्रेस करना है एक चिंटू सा सब्सक्राइब बटन. ठीक है, चलिए शुरू करते हैं. तो once there was a sultan, okay, and the sultan ate whatever his heart desired. He ate parathas for breakfast, then 2 hours after the breakfast he ate a bowl full of fried rice, and 2 hours after that he ate a lemon honey cake drizzling with honey, and so on it went. He ate whatever his heart desired, be it biryani, be it chicken tikka, जो भी उसका मन करता था वो वही खाता था, और वो खाता रहता था. So naturally what would happen? Of course, the Sultan grew fatter and fatter and fatter. Yes, now Sultan grew fatter and fatter and fatter, so he got a little worried. Soon his clothes couldn't fit him. He called for the royal tailor. He got new clothes stitched. Even then, it was so difficult for him to walk. So, a message was sent out and doctors were called as to what should he start eating or what should he start doing now so that he becomes as he was. So, the first doctor came in and he said, Sultan, मुझे लगता है, I think you should only eat a bowl of fruit for every meal. So Sultan tried for a week eating a bowl of fruit in every meal. But after a week, he gave up and he said, "Oh, take this doctor to the dungeon and give him nothing but a bowl of fruit for every meal. As for me, I can't do it." So the other doctor came and he said, Sultan, I think you should have only green tea for all your meals. So the green tea was called for and Sultan tried to have green tea for every meal. But he also ate in between the meals because he was so hungry all the time. So a week later, what happened to the second doctor? Yes, he called the soldiers and said, take him to the dungeon and feed him nothing but green tea for every meal. As for me, I don't think I can do it. Now, one by one, doctors came in. Some recommended having green tea and fruit. Some recommended exercising. Some recommended having just soup. Some recommended have only keto diet, okay? Just keto, no carbs, fat and proteins, wahi khayenge. Some recommended some other diet, and it went so on and so forth. One by one, 40 doctors were sent to the dungeon. And as for the Sultan, he was still as fat as ever. Now, when the Sultan grew so fat, he couldn't sit properly on his throne. So the Sultan said, call me a hamal. Hamal is a bearer or a porter. कि उसको बुलाओ और मेरे लिए कुछ स्टूल लगवा दो नीचे, सिंहासन पे बैठा नहीं जाता है. So Hamal was called, and while the Hamal was trying to fix up the table, he said, what's the point of fixing it up on the Singhasan? He's going to be dead in 40 days anyways, be it his bed or the Singhasan. So, the Sultan grew angry, of course, and He got really angry and he said, "What are you saying? Shut your mouth. I don't think I'm gonna die," and all that. And where was he sent? To the dungeon. Now, the Sultan started thinking that, why did he say I'll die in 40 days? And the Sultan grew worried. He thought and thought and thought. People presented him with all kinds of food, but he didn't feel like eating anything. All he would eat is nibble a piece of cake, have a cup of tea, and that's it. And he started thinking, what do I do in these 40 days? I'm going to die anyways. He grew worried, and the food that he so loved and adored did not please him anymore. So one by one, the days went by. And what happened to the Sultan? He started growing thinner, thinner, thinner. His clothes hung on him. Yes, and he felt light and free. He danced to the music of the birds. And he sang. And he was happier than ever. Now on the 41st day, someone went to the dungeon and called for the Hamal. And the Hamal said, it's the 41st day, And the Sultan said, yes, why did you say that I'm going to die in 40 days? I think you were lying. To this, the Hamal smiled and said, Sultan, maybe I was lying, but look at yourself now. You're thinner and happier. So he freed all the doctors, and for the Hamal, he called for a weighing scale, the biggest in his kingdom. He sat on one end, and on the other end, he put a lot of gold. And he gave it to the Hamal and said, be happy. And soon everyone was free, and so was the Sultan. That was the story from Reading Ventures. अगर आपको ये story अच्छी लगी तो मुझे बताइएगा. Do let me know if you like this story, and if you want to hear more stories, please put in your suggestions. Write to me at Anubha the Storyteller, and I'm going to come back with another story. Till then, stay home, stay healthy, mummy papa की बात सुनिए, and stay happy. Bye.